10 rare animals you won't believe actually exist. When we think of animals, most of us picture lions, elephants, dogs, or cats. But hidden in forests, oceans, and caves are creatures so rare and unusual that they seem to come from another world. Today, we reveal 10 rare animals you won't believe actually exist, each one a living reminder that nature still holds secrets beyond imagination. The list begins. 1. Axolotl, the walking fish. Meet the axolotl, often called the Mexican walking fish, though it's not a fish at all, but an amphibian. What makes axolotls so fascinating is that, unlike most amphibians, they never complete metamorphosis. While frogs outgrow their tadpole stage, axolotls remain in a larval form for life, keeping their external gills and aquatic lifestyle. This trait is called neoteny, and it gives axolotls their iconic frilly look and permanent smile. But their real superpower is regeneration. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs, spinal cords, even parts of their hearts and brains. A biological ability scientists study intensely in hopes of unlocking regenerative medicine for humans. Native only to high-altitude lakes near Mexico City, axolotls are critically endangered in the wild due to urban expansion and pollution, though they thrive in labs and aquariums worldwide. 2. Okapi, the forest giraffe. At first glance, the okapi looks like an evolutionary mashup. The body of a horse, the stripes of a zebra, and the long neck of a giraffe. In fact, it is the giraffe's only living relative. Found only in the dense Ituri rainforest of the Democratic Republic of Congo, the okapi remained unknown to Western science until the early 1900s. Local communities had known it for centuries, calling it the forest giraffe. Okapis are shy, solitary creatures, perfectly adapted to the deep rainforest with their velvet coats and long tongues that strip leaves from branches. Their rarity comes not from low numbers alone, but from their elusive lifestyle. Even today, filming wild okapis is a challenge. This mix of mystery and beauty has made them a symbol of Congo's natural heritage. 3. Pangolin, the armored mammal. Imagine an animal that looks like a walking pine cone, covered not in fur but in keratin scales. The same material as human fingernails. This is the pangolin, the world's only truly armored mammal. When threatened, pangolins roll into a tight ball, making themselves nearly impenetrable. Their diet consists almost entirely of ants and termites, which they capture with incredibly long, sticky tongues. Sadly, pangolins are among the most trafficked animals in the world, hunted for their meat and scales in traditional medicine markets. All 8 species of pangolins across Asia and Africa are now endangered or critically endangered. Their rarity today is tragic, not because nature made them scarce, but because human exploitation has driven them to the edge. 4. Narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. In the icy Arctic lives a whale so strange that for centuries, sailors thought it was a myth. The narwhal carries a spiral tusk, up to 3 meters long, which is actually an elongated upper tooth. For years, scientists debated its purpose, but now we know it is packed with millions of nerve endings, making it a sensory organ capable of detecting subtle changes in water temperature, pressure, and salinity. Narwhals live in small pods and migrate seasonally through Arctic seas, diving as deep as 1,500 meters for fish and squid. Their rarity lies in their habitat, remote, icy, and difficult for humans to access. To this day, they remain one of the most mysterious whales in existence. 5. Saola, the Asian unicorn. Discovered by scientists in 1992 in the remote Annamite mountains of Laos and Vietnam, the Saola immediately stunned the world. With its long parallel horns and gentle face, it was nicknamed the Asian unicorn. But sightings of Saola are incredibly rare. They are so elusive that even in the 30 years since their discovery, researchers have barely observed them in the wild. Most of what we know comes from brief encounters and local knowledge. Today, the Saola is critically endangered due to deforestation and hunting. For many conservationists, it represents a race against time, to save a species almost mythical in its scarcity. 6. Star-nosed mole, the alien mammal. If any animal looks like it belongs on another planet, it's the star-nosed mole. This small North American mammal has 22 pink, fleshy tentacles radiating from its snout, creating a bizarre star-shaped nose. These appendages aren't for show. They are some of the most sensitive touch organs in the animal kingdom, containing over 25,000 sensory receptors. The star-nosed mole can identify and consume prey in less than 120 milliseconds, faster than the blink of an eye. Though odd-looking, it's a masterpiece of adaptation, thriving in marshy soils where its extraordinary nose helps it detect tiny invertebrates underground. 7. Glass frog, the transparent creature. In the rainforests of Central and South America lives the delicate glass frog. From above it looks like a normal green frog, blending with leaves. But from below its skin is so transparent that you can see its organs, even its heart pumping blood. This transparency may act as camouflage, making the frog harder for predators to spot among dappled leaves. Their rarity comes from their specific habitats, cloud forests and pristine rivers, which are increasingly threatened by deforestation. The glass frog reminds us that nature doesn't just paint with color, but sometimes with transparency itself. 8. Kakapo, the parrot that forgot to fly. The kakapo of New Zealand is a parrot unlike any other. It is huge, weighing up to 4 kilograms, nocturnal, ground-dwelling, and completely flightless. Once abundant, kakapos were nearly wiped out by introduced predators like cats and stoats. By the 1990s, only about 50 birds remained. Through one of the most intensive conservation programs in history, scientists moved them to predator-free islands, monitored every individual, and carefully bred them back. Today, there are just over 250 kakapos alive. They are living proof that with enough effort, humans can reverse extinction's course, though their survival is still fragile. 9. Ai, the creepy night hunter. On the island of Madagascar lives the eerie Ai. With oversized eyes, bat-like ears, and a disturbingly long, thin finger, it looks more like a creature from folklore than biology. The Ai uses that finger to tap on tree bark, listening for hollow sounds. Then it gnaws into the wood and uses the same finger to fish out insects, a hunting method known as percussive foraging. In Malagasy folklore, Ai were once seen as omens of death, leading to persecution. Today, they're recognized as a unique branch of primate evolution, distant cousins of lemurs, surviving against the odds. 10. Giant squid, the deep sea phantom. For centuries, sailors told tales of sea monsters with tentacles strong enough to sink ships. These myths were rooted in glimpses of the giant squid, a creature that truly exists but lives so deep in the ocean that it remained unfilmed until the 21st century. Giant squids can grow over 12 meters long, with eyes the size of dinner plates. The largest in the animal kingdom. Those massive eyes help them detect faint light in the pitch-black deep sea. Though rarely seen, evidence of giant squids washes ashore as carcasses or comes from stomachs of sperm whales, their natural predators. They are a haunting reminder that the ocean still hides mysteries too vast for us to comprehend. From the smiling axolotl to the phantom giant squid, these rare animals remind us just how diverse and bizarre life on Earth can be. Some are critically endangered, others still largely unexplored, but all prove that nature is far stranger than fiction. Which of these creatures amazed you the most? Was it the transparent glass frog, the armored pangolin, or the mythical narwhal? Share your thoughts in the comments below the video. And don't forget to subscribe to the Extremes of Reality for more journeys into the rare, the common, and the abundant.